Hello my lovelies, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to talk about the upcoming full moon in Scorpio. So this moon is exact on the 24th of April and it will happen in 4 degrees of Scorpio. So that means the moon is in 4 degrees of Scorpio and the sun is in 4 degrees of Taurus. Now this is a special little moon because this moon is in a square with lovely Pluto. And the reason this is important to talk about is because Pluto is the modern ruler of Scorpio. Now, when the ruler of the sign is squaring the sign, what we are dealing with is an inner conflict of fully showing up, right? Fully showing up for yourself and other, fully showing up in your life. In short, inner work, shadow work, dealing with your inner child that still requests your attention because it doesn't feel safe, it doesn't feel at home in your body. What needs to shift and change in your life so you can feel fully at home in your body, in your relationship, in your life in general? Right? That is the basic premise of this. Now, obviously, we're not going to do all the work at once, but we got to start with something. So what is the most pressing thing in your life right now? What do you have to work on? Is it relationship related? Is it work related? Is it related to your worthiness, your understanding that you are able to receive what you desire in your life? What are you not feeling worthy of? Right? That's also the Pluto is chipping away on that. On the lower level scale, Pluto is the obsessiveness, right? It's obsession, it's like jealousy, it's what we desire because maybe we see it somewhere and we see someone living a certain life or lifestyle and we desire that, we want that too. Or maybe it's a person that we are obsessed with and we want that person because we believe having that person in our life will help us elevate, feel better, whatever, right? Like the thing that we have to understand, it's never the outside, it's never the person, it's never the thing. Doesn't mean that you can't have the thing or you can't have the person, but understanding that that person is not filling the void that you believe that that person is filling. The void can only be filled by you, through you, by adjusting, by aligning your energetic makeup, right? Your own energetic. That's a process. You have to figure out for yourself what it is that you have to give yourself, where you have to adjust, where you have to align. And that doesn't mean that there isn't help out there. There's therapy, there's coaching, there's all of that can all contribute. And that doesn't mean that another person in our life can't contribute to our fulfillment. However, they are not the source of it, right? You always have to remember that you're the source. The source is within you. The source is not within the other. The other might contribute to whatever it is that you desire, but they are not the source, right? As soon as you see someone else as your source, you've already lost because you're not the master of your life anymore. You're giving someone else the key and say, okay, you are now my master and you can now do the thing for me. To sum this up, this is a time, this Scorpio full moon is a time where we might be faced with outer struggle that shows itself in relationship issues, in issues with your job. Like someone is trying to tell you what to do and how to live, or you might feel that someone is running your life for you. Something to look at during this week is, what are my core values? Am I compromising them for whoever, whatever? Doesn't matter. Am I compromising them? And if so, why am I doing that? You got to get back to the source. You always have to get back to the source. So maybe you're compromising certain things in your relationships because in your past you had to compromise that because your mother, your father, whatever. Maybe you're giving yourself up in relationships in a way where you give, and mother. and it is never appreciated, never reciprocated. So you think you have to do more. Maybe it's not enough. And maybe that comes from a time in your life where you had a certain situation in your family and you had to put your needs on the back burner because someone else needed more attention. Maybe it even relates directly to your mother or your father, but you can only find that out by going back and follow the string. Where does it lead you? The red thread, where does it lead you? This Scorpio full moon is always a time where we are energetically inclined to tap into that and allow ourselves to go deeper. Even if we are a little scared, even if we are not sure. So what's the alternative? The alternative would be you just keep putting up with that. You just keep compromising those core values. It is always up to you, right? It is your life. You make the decision. You decide how you want to live and who you want to live with, what you want to compromise and what you don't want to compromise. Probably a very triggering week for us. Also, Mercury is still in retrograde, so that will probably contribute to that inner turmoil and also a little bit of fear. And this fear might show up in anxiety. It might show up in feeling really low, feeling really unsure. I'm not saying this is happening like this for everyone, but if in your life right now you are not stable, you don't have your foundation all set, you are compromising your foundation, then this will probably show up in this way in your life, and then you are asked to look at that and change it and shift it and integrate the parts that make things wobbly in a way that you have a stable foundation again. All right, my loves, I wish you a beautiful full moon. And if you have any questions about this moon, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. And if you want a reading, you can book it in the link in the description box. And anything else, feel free to ask. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next video.